Hey everyone. So I know it's been a while. Right now, I'm kind of near the end of my vacation. I took a week off from work, and it's different from what most of my vacations have been like because usually they're places I actually want to go, but this year not so much. So it's been a struggling type of vacation. But hey, at least I get to skip work for at least a week. But yeah. Um, I was gonna go ahead and show you some things I got over the time, over this nice little gap from my previous blog, and not the previous video, because the previous video was, well, something else. I know for those of you who watched the previous one, there was just a short clip of me showing this Join the Revolution thing and putting the sign down, and that was it. And that was just for someone else to use it in their video. So just in case you're wondering about that, that's what that is. But in my last blog, which was probably like a month, 2 months ago, hopefully not 3, that'd be pretty bad. But since then, I've been sadly, well, I don't want to say sadly, but I've been getting back to comic books a little bit more. Which ones? Well, probably Ninja Turtles, because IDW is relaunching them, and Nickelodeon is the one who gave them permission. Now here's the ironic thing about it. So Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird are the co-creators of Ninja Turtles. Kevin Eastman left, and Peter Laird was the only one left of the co-creators in charge of Ninja Turtles, basically from Mirage Studios. And recently, as everyone's heard, Peter Laird sold the franchise to Nickelodeon for $60 million. That took place, 1 year, 2 years ago? Now Nickelodeon is in charge of the rights. Now they're going to publish this new comic book, and they invite Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird to do some covers. But Kevin Eastman is also talking with them, and he's the first one who left, and now he's back on again, which I find is very ironic. So, we'll see how this one turns out. But I'm somewhat excited because this is total childhood nostalgia. This is not the 2003 Ninja Turtles that all the younger generations are used to. This is even before the 1987. This is 1985, 1984, right around there. And it's this hardcore Ninja Turtle stuff, and you have one of the creators back on there. Wow, that's going to be something special. They even released some variants of the #1 issue. In total, from what I saw, there were 12 of them. Right now, I sent for 2 of them because they just look awesome. And I'm going to see if maybe I can get a 3rd one, but we'll see what happens with that. One thing that I don't want to do is become too obsessive about them, because I don't want to get all variants to all these Ninja Turtle comics that are coming out. But just the ones that interest me, mainly probably the ones that are actually from Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman. So the 2 that I have so far, or I'm going to get right now, one is from Kevin Eastman, one is from Peter Laird, but there's one more from Peter Laird as well, which I'm waiting for. Hopefully someone's going to put it on eBay so I can get that. Aside from that, I'm waiting for the DC to reset. For those of you who haven't heard, DC is starting over, so you'll see a Superman 1, a Batman 1. I assume there's going to be Batgirl is coming back. So if you heard about Batgirl and how she was shot by the Joker and paralyzed, and how she became the Oracle, and that's how she joined up with the Birds of Prey, and everyone kept wondering how the Birds of Prey was going to end, and everyone wanted Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, to start walking again, but of course they didn't do that. So, well, in this sense, they're gonna bring her back by doing this huge, giant reset. But as happy as I am to see all these things taking place, it's also going to be a little confusing, because even though they're restarting most of their main characters back to #1, like Wonder Woman, they're all going to take place in different times. Not extremely different times. It's not like ancient times or futuristic times. No. it's going to be more like, let's say Superman is like 3 years ahead of Green Lantern or something like that, we'll put it. So they're all within this, like, the same decade, but all the number ones are going to be just different years apart from each other. That's what I was getting from my source. My source is a guy who runs his own comic book shop. So, who would know? It's not him. And there's a helicopter flying over. How wonderful. Happens so often. I live right near the freeway, so it's, long story. But, yeah. Chances are you might make another appearance flying over. So, anyway, yeah, that's what's taking place in the comic books. That's what I'm going to try to get back into, at least with Supergirl, Batgirl, and I think maybe Nightwing or Robin. But we'll see how that pans out. There's so many Robins now, and you have Damian from the Batman Beyond, and it's a huge mess with the Robins. It's just really complicated to explain, and I don't have enough information to really explain it or break it down for you guys. If you guys are interested, I would say Wikipedia Robin, the comic character, not the bird, and you'll see what I mean. Anyway, moving away from comics, I also saw a couple of movies. First thing is Harry Potter 7.2, and I saw someone post that, and I was scratching my head thinking, what's 7.2? Yeah, it's the 7th book part 2, or you could say the 7th movie, 2nd part, which I thought was kind of cool, because to me 7.2 is 7.2 is surround sound. Basically, you have 7 speakers, and point 2 are 2 subwoofers. That's how I break it down. But anyway, the movie is actually really good. The only problem is I can't get used to the fact that it's over. It's like next year I'm going to be thinking, oh, there's going to be another Harry Potter movie, because each year there's always something in November. Yeah, not this time. And it kind of makes it leaves that little empty gap in your chest when you think about it, because heck, that's like, what, 8 years of your life, just each year watching Harry Potter. Of course, they release them on DVD, special edition, ultimate editions, all these editions coming out to reinforce this nostalgia. And of course, yes, I'm gonna wait until they release the entire super awesome chocolate fudge coated special edition on Blu-ray, which will come out to like $400, $200 probably. But I mean, that's marketing for you. But still, I hope they do it right, because I haven't bought the last 2 films, not including this third one. But I haven't bought them because I'm waiting for the Blu-ray complete set. I mean, why would I buy all the movies separate on Blu-ray, and yet they're still releasing the Ultimate Editions on Blu-ray? Why would I buy all those, or just keep to one singular thing where I can have them in all one neat box set? Because right now I have a lot of DVDs. If you look back at the other videos that I've done, you'll see a huge pile of DVDs I have against the wall. Not right here, of course, but if you see any of them when I'm doing them in the den, you'll be able to tell me, what is that? Wait, is that a poster of movies against the wall? No, that's an actual stack. No, I haven't counted them, so I don't know how many there actually are there, but there are quite a few. But yeah, that's one thing I'm waiting for, so yeah, I'll let you guys know. And the other thing I'm waiting for to come out on DVD, because I don't think there will be a Blu-ray release for it, is Avatar: The Last Airbender, the complete series. That would be awesome, because I'm tired of seeing the separate box sets. And Fry's Electronics, what they're doing is they're taking each one of the box sets and shrink wrapping them together. I'm like, that doesn't count. That's really lame. And people have probably bought it like that, because, well, they're all 3 and they're all there. But I don't know what it is with me in box sets, but I'm waiting for the official box set. Because, I don't know, that's how I am. That's how you keep everything together. You know, if you it's easier to lose a single DVD case or Blu-ray case than it is to lose an entire box set. The only thing with the box sets is you have to keep track of the discs and see where they fell, where you left them. And that's the only downside that I see to that, other than the price. But yeah. Let's see, what else? So Harry Potter, of course, because that's been a while back. There's also Planet of the Apes, which I saw, which I thought was actually pretty cool. Of course, there are some scientific things that, if you think about it, doesn't make sense. And I don't want to spoil anything for you guys who haven't seen it or are waiting for it to come out on DVD and Blu-ray, or Netflix, or pirating somewhere. But it's actually pretty good. I wasn't sure what to really expect, but it's something that I think you guys would definitely like. Whether you guys would keep watching it over and over again, that's a different story. Excuse me, I am very, very tired. It's been a long day today. One of the last movies I saw was Captain America, which is really awesome. Now there's one thing that is kind of getting on my nerves. It's just, I don't know if you want to call it pet peeve, but when I hear people talking about the movie, all the guys talk about how awesome it was, the action, things like that. But when I hear the girls talk about, all they can talk about is what most people, if you have seen on the trailer, it's where, I think his name was Chris Evans, is it? Where he comes out from the machine, and of course he's all buff with his broad chest showing, and they're like, "Oh, that's the best part." I'm like, really? Or they say, "Oh, he's my favorite actor now." I'm like, really? Come on. I assume that guys see women in movies differently than how women see men in movies. So say Kate Beckinsale from Underworld. I wouldn't be talking about it, drooling over this person. But from what I've seen, I know this isn't everyone. This is just some people that I've heard talk about it. From what I've seen and heard, is some people go a little overboard just by seeing people and their physique. I guess this is a nice way of putting it. But I guess sometimes it kind of bugs me. But again, it's just one movie, one actor, and just a couple of people. Anyway, and of course, there's something always at the end of these Marvel movies, and you guys have to check it out if you haven't heard about it yet. And I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'll wait for it to come out on Blu-ray and DVD, which, amazingly, I don't know why, but Captain America is coming out in October. I think that's really early. I mean, look, this is a really, really good movie that did very well. And you can release it within, what, 3 months? Come on now. Just because the crappy movies get released in 3 months doesn't mean the good ones should. Give us time to get over it. Really, give us time. Yeah, those crappy ones, they're going to get plucked out of the theater really quickly. And they're going to put them out there while you still remember it. So you can say, oh yeah, I haven't seen it. You should buy it. Oh, I can't return it. Stuck with it. Oh well. But those good movies, you want to wait till like November, December. Because that's when you do your Christmas shopping. That's when people actually want those movies. I put it a full month ahead of time. No one wants that. And there was one movie that I really, really wanted to see, which was not Transformers. No. The movie that I really wanted to see was actually Winnie the Pooh. That's a lot of nostalgia for me. And, I grew up watching the cartoons on ABC, and I actually had a few small books about it, too. I don't know if they even make them anymore. But, there's a story about why they went about this, or how they went about it. That's a better way of putting it. They went ahead and they read and watched all the original movies and stories about Winnie the Pooh. Disney did, and they had people analyze it. to see what really worked. Oh, the helicopters make its second round. This is good stuff. And from analyzing this, they put together a very good script that would work. Now the movie's only like an hour and so many minutes. It's not huge. But from what I heard from reviews, it was actually pretty good. But there wasn't really a lot of advertising for it, and I think that's kind of where it hurt them. Also, you had Harry Potter on at the same time, and that probably hurt them as well. So, you know what, if you guys do see this movie when it comes out, if you see it at what do they call it, a red box, if you see it on Netflix, go ahead and request it. My guess is you guys would really, really like it. And yes, I still haven't seen the movie. I really want to, but I think you guys would definitely like it. And, let's see, what else? Oh, right, the 3DS. So, here's the 3DS, and wow, it looks really good on that. One thing is, we hear this thing called the Ambassador Program. It's supposed to take place in September 1st. Now, this took place before the price drop. You had to go to the eShop, just log into eShop once, before the 12th. And once you did that, you're automatically enrolled in this Ambassador. Here, hold on. I'm trying to think and explain this to you at the same time. So, in this Ambassador 3DS thing. And so, it basically says, you know what? Wow. Let's see if it shows it out. Anyway, that's just to show you from eShop, but basically it says that if you log on before the August 11th, basically right around midnight, you qualify for the Ambassador Program. And right now they were mentioning which games were going to be available. Not on here for some reason, but they were mentioning that you get 20 games free. Why? Because of the price drop. See, for those of us who bought it when it came out, midnight launch, or if you bought it anywhere in between that and August 11th, you paid $249, or if some people got slightly cheaper, that's good. But they don't want you to feel that you were ripped off because you paid a lot more, and here they are lowering the price by $80. Like, what the heck? So to make you guys feel better, for making us feel better, they went ahead and they said, you know what, we're going to give you 10 NES games to download for free off the eShop and 10 Game Boy Advance games to download for free off the eShop. That's pretty good. And September 1st is when that takes place. Now they're going to release the 10 NES games that I heard from that day, but the 10 Game Boy Advance games will be released over time. They said all of them should be released before December. So that's something to look forward to. And of course, for those who purchased it after August 12th, well, you guys don't get that. And some of the games will be released later on eShop that you can purchase. But for those who are still part of the Ambassador Program, even if it gets released, you still don't have to pay for it. You can download it for free while other people pay for it. So that's a nice plus. And there will be updates later on for these games. And again, we won't have to pay for those updates while everyone else will. Isn't that nice? I know I'm touching on the video games. I'm just doing a large variety right here of topics. So, another thing I'm looking forward to right now is going to be Star Fox. Of course, they changed the voices slightly, and if you don't know what I mean, just watch one of the official trailers and you'll have an idea. It's still the same voices, but they had them re-record their lines, or maybe add new ones, so it's a little strange. That's the best way of putting it. Of course, Star Fox comes out September 9th. I know the original date was September 11th, but I'm pretty sure Nintendo realized, oh snap. Yeah, I said snap. Let's rephrase that. Oh wow. September 11th. What's important on that day? Couldn't be the 10th anniversary of 9/11, could it? Wow. Yeah, that would really not be the best time to really release that game. I think it is better before rather than after, because before you're not really thinking about what's coming up. Once you hit September 11th, that's when all the emotions run wild, because still seeing this on TV, hearing about what took place, it still, at least it gets to me. I mean, it brings so many tears to my eyes that sometimes I just can't watch it because of how emotional it is. And even though I didn't lose anyone there, there's still a lot of people out there who did. Imagine how they feel. And this is the 10th anniversary. And the last thing you want to do is release a game on that day or after. Because just because the September 11th ends and the 12th and 13th and 14th things continue on, doesn't mean the sorrow or grief ends. Doesn't mean we're any better about it. I mean, look, it's 10 years and still people have a hard time moving on. And it is difficult. Right now you can probably search and find thousands of videos on September 11th from that day. Or should I say from that day? About that day. All the times when the second year and 5th year, 6th year, all those anniversary dates that took place before this 10th one. And now they're supposedly building the monument and a couple of other things there. Who knows if they'll make it on time, or what it will even look like, if the public will even approve. And it's funny to think, I say funny very loosely, because it's funny to think that, in other places that there have been other terrorist attacks, and it makes you think about how bad the world is getting, where people think that they can just have other people sacrifice their lives because they believe in something. You have other people following you and you send them off because, well, it's not you. You do my work, you die for me, and I get all the props. It's terrible. Not only that with terrorist attacks, but just the way the world economy is, how greedy people can get. I mean, right now in America, like, the middle class is dwindling. All you have is the very, very, very rich, and people who are just poor. Yeah, there is some middle class because I represent that class, but the gap in between is getting bigger. And it seems like people only care about money. It really shouldn't be about money. But that's all it is. So each year you buy new iPhones. Each year you get that new generation of iPods. iPad 3, iPad 4, iPad 5, however many they're going to have. Look, we made a small adjustment. Quick, come buy it. Look, you want to be cooler than your friends? Get the next best thing. And really, do you need that stuff? Sure, the applications are cool, but it seems like a fad. Just like clothing. I know a lot of people aren't like that, but it seems like a stereotypical type clothing thing. Oh my gosh, look what I got. Oh, yours was like last year. Look, mine's is the new improved, and it goes on and on. Why? Because they can. They control us in a sense. All they have to do is advertise to say how much better it is and how new improved it is. And that's it. We all go flocking to them, regardless if we had the last year's generation or the year before that. And you would think you shell out so much money that would make their products more durable. But no, the screens crack. All you have to do is drop it once and it probably stops working. I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually kind of sick of technology. This is my phone. Nothing special. It's not a smartphone. I've had it for about 4 years. Finally, it's starting to crash on me. But yeah, it's about time I get one. A new phone, not an iPhone. Because one thing I noticed is it's just, let's put it this way, each 5 years, is it maybe 6 years, there will be some new device of a cell phone that people will go crazy over. At first with cell phones, you had the ones where the phone will actually flip open. And then you had the camera ones. Oh my gosh! Almost a megapixel, my gosh. And everyone runs to get those. Because now you can take pictures, a limited amount of pictures, and store them. But that was something new because cell phones, when they first came out, couldn't do that. And then people flocked to the ones that could do video recording for a short period of time. And then you have these things called razors, not the things you shave with. No, these things were super slim. And I guess they could take pictures, and I never got one because I didn't really see what the point was. But everyone had one for some reason. Then razors dwindled back, and then you have the Blackberries, which are still somewhat there, but I think those are dwindling back. And then you came out with the iPhone. And I don't know. Who knows what's going to come next, but it's going to have some new type of gadget. Not technology, gadget. Because all these things, you just take you from different places. You had cell phones that take pictures. Well, you took it from a camera, put it in there. You had something that a camcorder has, video recording capabilities. Well, let's put that in there. It's nothing new. It's just recycled technology that you're making smaller. Now you have touchpads. Well, that's nothing new. It's not like Apple invented the touchpad. They came up with a touchpad. Technology has always been there. They're not the first ones. They're not pioneers. Just like Bluetooth. Bluetooth has been around for a while. They're used in recording studios and industries to record, even before it became used for cell phones. At least that's what I was taught. And then you had the Bluetooth devices coming out. So they put that to work with cell phones. And now you have applications, software programs that of course everyone knows about because they're on computers. Using Firefox and Explorer, they're all software programs. Or as people call them, applications. And then we move to cell phones, they just call them apps for short. And everyone goes crazy for apps. And then you have Angry Birds and all the, I don't want to say video games, because you wouldn't call them that. We'll just call them entertainment for now. But just wait. After a few years, they'll come out with some new gadget that everyone's going to run to. But it just seems like I can see the huge loop that everyone keeps going for. Over and over again. It's like it's a never-ending thing. And it would be great if it was new technology. But it's not. Example, Blu-ray is new technology. It's not like it's floating around there and people knew about it but never used it. It's new technology. Holographic discs, which might replace Blu-ray someday, which can hold a lot of information. New technology. But, this is just my opinion. I know there are legitimate reasons for people getting iPhones, iPads, because it works for them. They use it for work. All the applications there go and help them succeed in business, and that's great. But if you're just buying it just to stay ahead of the crowd, I don't know. it makes me think differently of you. As for what phone I'm gonna get, I don't know, but it won't be an iPhone. It'll be something that applies to my needs and not to the social status, we'll put it. But, yeah. Anyway, 12:30, it's getting kind of late. And tomorrow I get to go to the beach, which I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. Might be fun, might not be. But I will keep you guys updated on that. In the meantime, just want to give my shout outs to my friends on here. Diane Kazoo, Abby, Rich, Pink Crusader, Nick, of course, can't forget you. Little Girl of the Sea. Personally, I haven't seen make a video in a long time, but she's busy, and I know if she can, she will. And Bella Jansen, who I haven't seen a video for a long time, so hopefully if you are watching this, I hope you make a video soon, because, you know what, we all miss you. And each video, just for me, is pretty awesome. I know it's something that we all go through where we think our own videos aren't that great because we talk about just some normal lives, but seeing yours and everyone else's, really, it is that amazing. So, I guess that's gonna be it for now. So, I hope you guys are doing good. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys later.